beautiful. I wish the day could go on forever. Bike blogger here. On my way to the park. On my way to the park. So the park is closed to cars, so let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. Whew. I'm riding my Wabi Lightning SE, my old bike. Looks like this is a two-way road. So yeah, I'm having a fork problem with my carbon fiber bike. So back to the good old trusted and true steel road bike. So single speed, of course. The last time I rode this bike was in November of last year, so probably about 5 months or so ago. I crashed the bike. I went over the bars and I had to replace a spoke on the rear wheel. Generally, it's pretty windy. Generally, if you break more than, like, I don't know, 3 spokes on a wheel, it's probably about time to get a new wheel. But I only broke 1 spoke, so I replaced it. Back then it took almost 2 weeks to get the replacement spoke, the specific spoke that I wanted. I guess you can mix and match spokes on a wheel, but I'm assuming they should probably be all the same spoke, basically. You don't want like one arrow spoke or one really thin spoke or something that's meant to be at a higher tension than other spokes. So I wanted to get the exact same spokes as my other spokes, so that's what I did. And that took a couple weeks, but nowadays with it being a harder time to get stuff shipped to you, I'm glad I did it then, because it could have maybe taken me a month to get it nowadays. Isn't that kind of strange straight ahead there? It's like a dark cloud, but it's reaching the ground. What's this guy doing? I read a news article that said that smoke straight ahead, I think, is a facility or a plant in Sauget, Illinois, across the river from St. Louis, Missouri. Woo. You can kind of smell it here too. Some sort of a explosion or something, I don't know. Anyway, let's see here. There's a big blind spot to my right. Let's go across here. Whee! Check that guy out. It's like a bear or something. I don't know what it is. What is it? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm in the Grove, St. Louis. The light up ahead is red, so we'll go this way. This way we can make a right at the intersection and skip the light. But we can't skip the traffic. Whew. I don't feel comfortable really riding up alongside other cars right now because you have to keep that 6-foot distance. So it says stop on red anyway. I'll just stop here. Out of the driveway. Here we go. Now we got our green light. Go up the bridge to the right. Into the smoke. I mean, I could ride my bike all the way into Illinois from here. I'm not gonna do that though, because I'm going to the park. Going to the park. Woo. Yeah, but that dark smoke, that's not a rain cloud, that is a fire going on. It's kind of weird because, oh, I don't know, a month or two ago there was another fire at a recycling plant in Madison, Illinois, across the river, and it also had a big plume of smoke, and you could smell it for miles. You know, you could smell it all the way over here, like 20 miles away. Just depends on which way the wind blows, I guess. So this is 39th Street. We're gonna take this to Tower Grove Park. I could have taken Tower Grove Avenue. It does have a bike lane, but like I said, I don't really want to ride on bicycle trails or very much in the bike lane because I'd be too close to a car. Somebody may have their window down and I'd be breaking that 6-foot rule. So just gonna go ditch way. There's another cyclist. I know I should have waved and said hi, but I don't want to spit in their face. I read some article, a study, it is an unpublished study, whatever that means. I guess it hasn't been peer-reviewed, but it said the worst place to be is actually drafting behind a bicycle, because you're most in straight in line aerodynamically with the spit. So in that case, you want to be 65 feet away from a cyclist traveling 18 miles per hour. So, as I said before, let's go straight here. As I said before, don't ride in groups and don't draft off of each other, because that's like the worst place to be right now, is anywhere near a cyclist. This way down Folsom, because Park, the last street, is a dead end, so we'll take Folsom here. So this is kind of the back way to the park. A little quieter. You got really wide roads like this one. They've been tearing down some poverty-stricken homes back here and putting in some nice new fancy ones. Looks like they got a community garden or something going on over there to the left. Yeah, so supposedly 1 in 5 people almost in the United States are out of work now. That used to be working a month ago. And of course, with most things, you know, think about our first responders, but with most things, let's think about the poor, because they're going to get hit the worst. They always do. I know a lot of lower to middle income people ride their bikes to work out of necessity, especially in the big cities. So my heart goes out to all you. I guess I would consider myself middle class, but what is middle class, right? It's somewhere between I don't know, somewhere between probably $40,000 and I don't know, $100,000 per year household. See, we can cut through here, but cars can't. Evil laugh. Evil laugh. Okay. Watch the cars. Woo-wee. So we're on Thurman Avenue or street or whatever. Just keep going straight and we will hit the park. And we'll see if there are any cars in the park. Shouldn't be. See, this is the way I wish it was everywhere, you know. Well, I don't like this thing. I watch out for intersections anyway, but nice smooth road, paid with your tax dollars. A wide road, and preferably no parking on the road. That would be nice too. Okay. Motorists just expect cyclists to blow the intersection, so that's not what I'm doing. Especially if there's any car anywhere near around or a blind spot, I take it very carefully because it's a little private street. Flora Place Park is what this is called. A little subdivision. Because the last thing you want to be doing right now is going in the hospital, because pretty much everyone that is in the intensive care unit or the ICU, sorry about the cobblestone, has the COVID-19 virus, so don't want to be going in there. Alright, so enough talk about that. Let's talk about the park here. So this is Tower Grove Park I'm coming up on. It is a city park, but it's run by a private board of local individuals. Yeah, I don't really remember all that cobblestone. That might be something they added when they repaved the street. It's like every intersection. Ugh. Cobblestone, cobblestone, cobblestone. So, this will be very interesting because I have not been in a park before that was totally closed off to motorists. So let's see what it's like once we get in here. Because this is the entrance. Okay. I see a cyclist and a runner. There goes the cyclist, he's going fast. Definitely do not want to be on the trail. I want to be on the road. So let's just take a nice, peaceful, pleasant stroll or ride the bike through the park today. Avoid the speed bumps. We'll go around the speed bumps. I've featured this park in previous videos. Drink some water. It's good for you. So yeah, I have not ridden this bike, my metal steel bicycle, for like several months. So I'm glad to be riding it again. It feels a little strange because the bike fits a little different. Okay, I believe that's a dead end to the right, so we gotta go this way. Wow, I'm surprised. They actually I mean, they closed this park about a week ago, so I figure it would have taken approximately a week to tow every car out of here. But it does look like there aren't any automobiles in the park. A world with no cars. A world with no cars. I believe this is what it's like in Central Park in New York City. Usually, at least about half of the park is closed to cars now, permanently. This is, of course, just temporary. I expect to find a Parks Ranger pickup truck or something in this park. So I'm sure there's not completely no vehicles. They still got to cut the grass and whatnot. Let's go take a look at the main entrance here, because there are barriers up. Wow, this is a great place to do some laps. You can do some pretty fast laps in here. Alright, so here we go. As you can see, there are barriers up. Nobody in, nobody out. It's strange, it's like the whole intersection's pretty much closed. Pretty cool, pretty cool. We'll make a right here and continue on. I see one car parked up over there. Looks like a sedan. Cyclist on it. So my rear wheel still needs to be trued. I was looking everywhere for my spoke wrench, but I just could not find it, so we'll have to fix that later. Fortunately, I don't feel my brakes rubbing. This is usually pretty quiet, this park, but it's nice with no parked cars. See, we can kind of thread the needle here. But I don't, as you can tell, I do not like going around the speed bumps so much because of the gutter, where all the thorns and everything are. The glass and everything finds its way. Beautiful, everything's so green. Go this way, I guess. Probably not good for my bicycle wheel to be slamming into those speed bumps. That's actually how I went over the bars the first time. So we can make a little circle here. Where did our cyclist go? He was behind me, I don't know where he went. Oh, there he goes, he's going that way. Not sure where we'll meet up, so I'm just actually going to turn around here. Looks like I can make a bigger loop, so let's do that. Or we can just keep going in circles. We can just keep going in circles. We can go back in time if we go counterclockwise. Oh. In fact, actually, since there's no cars, I could probably go backwards around the park here. Not sure if that would be a bad idea. It probably would be. Since the streets are supposed to be one way. So there's another entrance exit to the right. It also has a barricade up. Man, this is amazing. This is awesome. No cars. Yeah, I much prefer this. Within St. Louis County, the executive, county executive, which is like the mayor, kinda, they closed all the county parks a while back. However, in the city, the mayor has not closed the parks in the city. You know, they've closed the playground equipment, but all the parks remain open right now. But they have closed some to traffic, automobile traffic, so they closed the cars. I think that's really smart. That is a good balance, I think, to keep the parks open for people within the neighborhood, but close the parks to automobile traffic. Of course, I'm biased, right? I wish they were just always closed to cars, but it seems like a good balance. You're gonna keep people who may otherwise just loiter or have no reason being here, basically, because they don't live anywhere around here. People could just stick to their own parks and travel less away from their house. Probably be better for preventing transmission of stress. Okay, so guess we'll go this way. I see a group of runners. So the rule for running is do not run right behind somebody. And if you do, give yourself 35 feet of distance. Now I'm just talking aerodynamics, not talking about transmission. You may still have to be within 6 feet to actually get anything when you're outside. This is why you'll go one way. Okay. I hope you all enjoy my videos because I'm risking my life. It's kind of true. Humans are dirty, dirty animals. Okay, here we go again. I read a recommendation to have one-way aisles in grocery stores. We should probably have one-way streets too. Oh, I hope that was not a flat tire. Just hit a little acorn or something. Up the hill. shouldn't be on the playground. I don't know if you call that a playground, but I saw in another park there was like exercise equipment and it wasn't roped off. The argument is UV light will kill any bacteria. So I don't know if that's true or not. Look at all these pretty red buds, is that what those are? Those red trees that straight ahead? They're kind of magenta. Got a lot of those. I think those are native to Missouri. USA. USA. Gonna make a U-turn here, kind of. As you can see up here, the road is closed to Grand Boulevard there. Go around this way. We're gonna head this way. We're gonna exit the park at Kings Highway, the opposite side of the park. So about a mile or two straight ahead. I had no idea how fast I'm going because I don't have a speedometer going, so I actually had to move the pedals from my other bike onto this bike because I had kind of put this bike in early retirement. But we'll probably be riding this bike a lot more here. I'm looking at the front tire though, and it's getting it is balding. There's not really a lot of tread left on it, so I'm probably going to have to replace the front tire. I'll have to check the rear tire too. It probably really needs it. It's around 50, 60 degrees outside. It's beautiful. I wish the day could go on forever. Go on forever. There's one car or vehicle. Huh. It was like a tractor or something. I don't know. Interesting. I guess for pulling a lawnmower or something, I don't know. They may actually keep the vehicles on site. Now that I think about it, they might have a barn somewhere or something. They store the landscaping equipment if they don't outsource it to a contractor. All right, sun is peeking through the trees a little bit. Pretty flowers for you as it is springtime 2020. Spring 2020. I think this might be the halfway point, or we might be 2/3 of the way there out of the park here. I'm pretty proud of myself fixing up this bike in short notice. Pulled it out of the shed, so to speak, and wiped off the cobwebs. Let's see here. Actually, because the park is one way, I can't go right here because I won't. I mean, that'll get me to the road I want to get to, but I'll be going the wrong way down the one-way street, so not that it really matters, but right now, but should probably go the correct direction, so we'll go this way again, and then we'll exit at Kings Highway. I'm not an expert at bunny hopping. I can just half hop the front wheel. Even that's kind of dangerous. Oh, I love going downhill. Catch a little speed. So what is everybody doing? Are you staying home? Do you not have a choice? Do you have to go into the office or the hospital or wherever it is you work? Can you not work remotely? Let me know in the comments section below, because I'd like to know. I read a study that said approximately 60% of people who are still working, who haven't lost their jobs already, are working from home, you know, on a computer. Whereas before the crisis, that was like, I don't know, 10% of people. So a great majority of people are now, if you still have a job and you aren't working in a hospital or something, or you know, preparing food at a restaurant or something, chances are you are working from home. Whew. And how is that working out for you? I'm kind of curious. Looks like people are parking out here. I was wondering how these people were getting to the park if they don't, you know, live around here. Rule of thumb is it doesn't say no parking right here, so you can go ahead and park there. Okay, wait for some traffic. That's about good enough. Let's go. So I'm on my way home from the park. Usually I'd be saying from work. Now it's from the park. Because I'm working from home right now. I'm going to change the battery, so hang on a second. Hopefully the battery is still working. Oh, alright. Took a swig of water too, so I'm feeling refreshed. So yeah, this is my original bike from my very first video. I was planning on retiring this bike because it was like, I got enough other bikes, but you know, I think I'm gonna ride it more now, especially since I'm waiting for a bicycle part so I can fix my other bike, who has a rattling fork. So this bike has never really failed me. It's just that I kind of feel like it's cursed a little, because I guess it's just because I ride this bike more than any other bike, and it's my favorite bike. All of my crashes have mainly been on this one bike. It has not been on. I've never crashed my carbon fiber bikes, believe it or not, because they would break and that would be a lot of money. So I'm glad about that, but for whatever reason, I just always am crashing this bike. Hope it's not a curse. Trying to be extra careful. This is interesting. I was gonna go left here. Let's go left up Columbia, but check this out. It's blocked off. I don't know what the deal with that is. Huh. they closed Columbia. Why is this road closed? If you live in St. Louis, let me know. They mean to repave it? Oh, should I not be here? I'm crossing a bridge. Maybe the bridge is out. Yikes, okay. Good reasons to follow the, if there's bollards up, it's probably a good reason. It just didn't, maybe I wasn't paying attention. I thought it, I don't think it said bridge closed. But I think that was a bridge I crossed. So we're gonna go up here to the right. We're in the hill, as you can tell by the signs. I'm not gonna go right here. I'm gonna go straight past this school to the right. I think that's a school. Or it used to be a school, at least I think it's a school. Might be a private school, I don't know. I don't live around here. I'm gonna go up to Mackland. We'll make a right at Mackland. And I can take that all the way up to Oakland and take that home. So we'll do that. And the nice thing is, this is gonna be a hill that I get to go down. I'm gonna let the Dodge Charger go, because they seem to be wanting to go a little quicker than me, which is fine. I can. Oh, look at that! We got our speed. So that Dodge Charger was going 27. How fast are we going? 19 miles per hour. I'm not even pedaling. I'm just actually rolling downhill. So I see some signage up there. I'm not sure what that means. It might be another road closed. I don't know. We'll find out when we get up there. Looks like the Dodge Charger's going around it, though, whatever that is. It looks like it might just be a sewer cover that's open or something. I don't know. Doing some road work. Huh. That's interesting. Every once in a while I'm seeing like little checkerboard, like, you know, finish, you know, race flags on the ground. I'm not sure what that's about. It looks like we got a park here. Stop here. I don't. Yeah, so I don't know. Well, that's Barrett Park. I don't know if I've ever gone down this specific section of the Mackland before. This is interesting. Still in the Italian neighborhood, as you can tell by the fire hydrants. Kind of funny. Painted with the flag of Italy. Hope everyone in Italy is doing a little better now. Wow. Hang on a second. You can see that plume of smoke over there. That's Sauget, Illinois. Woo-wee. Okay. Let's get back on the road here. Continue down Mackland. So if you live in the St. Louis city, or I guess if you live in the Central Corridor, Central West End, I recommend taking 39th Street or Mackland to get to the park. This is a particularly big hill, and I believe there are train tracks down here, so you just got to be aware of that. Wait for the light now. just gonna go straight here. It's the end of my water. So it's about the end of the video. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bike Blogger out.